and welcome to GC360, where news comes full circle. I'm Deanna Hamilton.
And I'm Michael Warwick. On this edition of GC360, we have the details on the prescription drugs students use to help them study.
And different things on different nights. What's your favorite night to go out downtown?
And our third installment of potential park improvements for Milledgeville.
All that and more on this edition of GC360.
There's been another shooting in Milledgeville, but is it related to the string of drive-by shootings that started in June? Joby Peoples has the story.
Authorities say 2 vehicles were struck by bullets Saturday evening after a fight broke out at the Milledgeville Manor apartment complex. This follows a lengthy stint of gang-related drive-by shootings in the Milledgeville area since June of this year. Captain Michael Lumpkin of the Baldwin County Sheriff's Department says the shooting Saturday is not related to the previous drive-bys.
We believe this is a totally different incident that has no connection that we have found and related to those other incidents.
Toxie Curry has friends living at the Milledgeville Manor and visits the apartment complex daily. She says the news of the shooting over the weekend came as a surprise.
No, ma'am, I never seen nothing like that. That's why when it happened, it was surprising to me. Like, they shooting over here? I ain't never seen nothing like it. I feel very safe when I come over here.
Curry says she considers the Milledgeville Manor a safe place, but Samuel Thomas Sr. has lived down the road from the apartment complex for over 40 years. He says the Milledgeville Manor is far from safe.
They're shooting up there, and police is often running up there every week. Something going on up there.
The case has been turned over to the Detectives Division of the Sheriff's Office for further investigation. If anyone has any information regarding this case, please call the Baldwin County Sheriff's Department at 478-445-4891. From the Milledgeville Manor, Joby Peoples, GC360 News.
In other news, a local business experienced a break-in last week. GC360's Olivia Todd investigates what the thieves stole and what steps law enforcement is taking to catch them.
Chainsaws, trimmers, and pole saws. Those were a few items that were stolen from AG's Lawn and Garden Store on North Columbia Street October 22nd. The merchandise was estimated to cost around $7,000. Lieutenant Bobby Langford of the Organized Fraud Task Force reported to the scene of the crime as soon as it was called in.
There wasn't any signs of forced entry to the front of the building, but then when they went into the building to open up, they noticed the back doors had been slid open, and that's when they first discovered that the unlawful entry had made into the building.
A different landscaping store was robbed later that same night in Bibb County. Expensive merchandise similar to the AG break-in was stolen.
The utility trailer, but the landscaping trailer that hauled all the stuff was recovered in Bibb County the following morning, and all the merchandise was gone. So it could be related. We haven't ruled it out.
The merchandise has yet to be recovered, and an arrest has not been made yet, but Langford's suspects were questioned as soon as the following morning. Langford also gave GC360 some helpful hints on how to avoid being victimized by break-ins and other crimes. Write down your serial numbers, take pictures of your expensive items, and join a neighborhood watch. For GC360, I'm Olivia Todd.
Marijuana and other illegal drugs are widely used on many college campuses for recreational purposes, but there are other reasons students are using illegal substances. GC360's Cole Rogers looked into the use of so-called study drugs.
With the semester winding down, some students will turn to prescription ADHD medications like Adderall and Vyvanse to help boost them through finals. GC Public Safety's Lieutenant Gary Purvis notices a trend with the prescription drug use.
In the last few years, we've seen an increase in the use of prescription drugs in general, especially that pill Adderall. And we have come across several situations where they have this and it isn't prescribed to them.
The amphetamine-fueled medications are commonly viewed by students as study drugs that help them be more focused and productive. Alice Loper, Georgia College's Director of Health and Wellness Services, explains the negative effects that drugs can cause for people who aren't prescribed.
Their heart's racing, they haven't been able to sleep for 2 days, they're not eating, they're having palpitations of their heart. Some people feel panicky, very restless, pacing, anxious. It's particularly seen around exam time, stressful times, finals, those kind of crunch periods when people are under the gun to do better.
However, Loper says those who take the medications as prescribed and are properly diagnosed shouldn't experience these side effects. Aside from health risks, taking prescription drugs when not prescribed can also lead to legal implications.
Well, we can charge them with being in possession of a controlled substance that, and having a pill bottle that's not prescribed to them.
If a person who is not prescribed is caught with the drugs, they can receive up to a felony, but the law varies from state to state. Reporting for GC 360, I'm Cole Rogers.
Coming up, we cover the Dance Minor fundraiser, Bountiful.
And later, Lauren will keep you up to date with her TV and movie reviews, so stay tuned for more.
Wow, these are really good.
You act surprised. Practice makes perfect.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of teens in foster care who don't need perfection. They need you.
If you want to be a parent, it doesn't matter how you play, what you wear, how you dance, or even what direction life takes you. You just need to be there. You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care don't need perfection. They just need you.
Can you help me with this? My new dad teaches me all kinds of stuff.
Sure.
He helps me with homework.
That would be 3.6795.
Thanks.
Yep.
He helps me with my decision making.
I wouldn't use this one. Ever.
And he's even teaching me how to drive.
And that's why cars have bumpers.
I'm learning so much.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are.
If you drive buzzed, it could cost you around $10,000. You'll face major legal fees, major fines, and steep insurance penalties. You could lose everything. Buzzed, busted, and broke. Because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Welcome back. I'm Jack Fitzgerald. And I'm Jessica Vickers, and this is Entertainment. Jessica, before I forget, RSA is holding a fair today from 6 to 9 on West Campus. And guess what's gonna be there?
What?
Funnel cake! So you guys should go.
Gotta go. So, John, what else are you doing this weekend?
On Saturday, I was thinking of going to the Chi Tau Epsilon dance performance, Bountiful.
What's that?
I'm glad you asked, because GC360's Lizzie Perrin has the story.
There's a new high-energy dance coming to Georgia College. Chi Tau Epsilon, the university's own dance honor society, is putting on a performance entitled Bountiful, Saturday, November 14th in Russell Auditorium. The performance will feature a variety of pieces, including numbers called Austin's Song, Best View, Strength, Fading Memories, and Rolling Tide.
4 years ago, a dance minor class here started this honor society, and they developed this show as a fundraiser in the fall, and it's a student-led choreographed concert.
Chi Tau Epsilon named the show Bountiful because of its proximity to Thanksgiving and its recognition of the bountiful blessings the dance program has. The show has 5 pieces, all of which are performed entirely by GC students, and the dancers have been preparing diligently for the upcoming show since auditions back in September.
Well, for our dancers, for our piece, we rehearse once a week for an hour every Sunday, and we've been rehearsing since September. And so they put quite some time into this, and most of the dancers are in other pieces too, so that's about an extra couple of hours a week on another night.
Although Georgia College does not offer dance as a major, many of these performers treat dance not just as a hobby, but as a way of life.
The part that I love about dancing is that you can communicate without even saying anything. Like, there's so many different positions and arm movements that really say a lot. You have to think past, like, you know, reading a paragraph and interpreting the movement. You have to watch how the dancers interact with one another.
My favorite part about dancing is probably two things. Probably performing. I love performing. That's, you know, pretty much why every dancer loves to dance. But I also love dancing because you can always improve. You can always get better.
The group will perform twice on Saturday with an afternoon performance at 2 p.m. and a marquee performance at 8 p.m. Tickets can be purchased at the door and online at gcsutickets.com for what is sure to be an entertaining show. Reporting for GC360, I'm Lizzie Perrin.
There's always something happening in downtown Milledgeville, no matter what day of the week.
Jessica,
What?
I think this is a really good time to tell them what happened at Buffington's on Tuesday.
So Tuesday, we went to cover karaoke night at Buffington's, and I paid Jai $20 to get up there and sing. What did you sing?
With You by Chris Brown. At first I wasn't going to do it, but you know, I was just like, hey, $20, that's good. And you know, I had GC360 supporting me. I had you, Michael, Heidi, Sarah.
Best $20 I've ever spent.
Yeah, I hit those high notes. It went good. It went good. I'm glad you guys don't have those videos anymore, though.
Oh, but I do.
Okay. Well, I went out to see what other students like to do when they go downtown. And here's what I found out. When students aren't in the library studying, in class, or hanging out with friends in their dorm room, you may be able to find them downtown. Different things are popular on different days of the week. Mondays are usually dedicated to football, so you can go to any of the local bars to support your favorite team with wings, drinks, and fans. Tuesdays are becoming known as karaoke night at Buffington's, as well as $2 Tuesday at Asian Bistro. Wednesdays can be spent grabbing a cup of coffee at Blackbird and listening to open mic night downstairs. Thursdays is the start of the weekend for most students, so why not have some fun early and hit up the dance clubs? The fun continues on Fridays with even more events, like events thrown by the clubs you're a part of, or spirit nights thrown by our sports teams. No matter what day you choose to go, downtown is a place students go when they're looking for a good time. This is Jai Fitzgerald reporting for GC360.
What's up, everybody? I'm back. Now, if you ever thought to yourself, gee, I do sure love Disney movies, but I'm tired of these whiny princesses. Personally, I'm sick of all this Frozen propaganda, so this week I want to share with you the best non-princess Disney movies, in case you're in a Disney mood but want 50% less singing. In no particular order, I'll give you some of my favorites. Let's start with Hercules. Hercules is the son of Zeus, who's stripped of his immortality as a child and now must prove himself to be a true hero if he ever wants to join his father on Mount Olympus. Like most Disney movies, Hercules is only loosely based on the myth it takes its name from. It turns Hades into some snarky con man, and contrary to their names, his two henchmen, Pain and Panic, are pretty funny. Hercules takes a broody Greek mythology and turns it into a heartfelt comedy with a modern twist. Despite no princess, this movie has one of my favorite Disney female protagonists ever, Meg. And in the end, unlike the original story, Hercules is family-friendly fun, and that's the gospel truth. Next, Lilo and Stitch, about a young Hawaiian girl who adopts a fugitive alien thinking he's a dog. She's a bit out there, but Lilo's relatable. And this movie's refreshing because there's virtually no romance in it at all. At its heart, Lilo and Stitch is about a broken family trying to make themselves whole again. They did this sister thing way before Frozen. That doesn't mean there isn't action and humor in this movie. In the end, it shows us that friendship and love have no bounds, and you won't be able to watch this movie without a smile on your face. Now, probably one of, if not my favorite Disney movie ever, The Emperor's New Groove, about Kuzco, who's turned into a llama by his soon ex-advisor Yzma. He then has to team up with a humble villager Pacha to regain his throne. This is one of the funniest Disney movies. It's super underrated. Any movie that breaks the fourth wall has got my vote. The Emperor's New Groove is unlike any other Disney movie, past or present. Its storytelling style is so different that even Disney haters seem to like it, from what I hear. The characters really shine well in this movie, and Yzma's probably one of my favorite villains. It's truly a humbling story, and has what I'd say is one of the best character arcs ever in a Disney movie. But lastly, The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Let me just start off with, this movie is beautiful. I mean, the music's beautiful, the story's beautiful. It's about different from the original. I bet you probably know both stories. But this movie is said by critics to have one of the best Disney soundtracks in history. It's the only movie I personally can recall where the guy doesn't get the girl, which, I mean, is sad, but cool. Another pretty cool female lead, if I say so myself, is Esmeralda. She's kind of meh in the book, but she's cool in the movie. Either way, it's intense, it's attractively made, and it has one of the creepiest, most real-to-life villains probably in a Disney movie yet. Just listen to the song Hellfire, you'll get what I mean. Altogether, this movie's the most mature Disney movie I've ever seen, and it makes a message that Disney has yet to tell. So 10 out of 10, it's pretty good. So guys, there's some of my top picks. I had to be selfish again, I love me some Disney. But coming up, sports anchor Kit Souther has an exclusive interview with GC Cross Country's Athlete of the Week, Paul McNeil. And later, we'll look at the kickoff for GC basketball with this year's Bobcat Madness pep rally. So stay tuned, we'll be right back.
My new mom and I have a lot in common.
The great outside.
We both love the outdoors.
So shiny. That's not a flower.
We both love geology.
Oh, look. An igneous one.
That's not a rock. And she knows a lot about wildlife.
A labradoodle.
That's not a dog. Hanging out has been kind of fun.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are.
What if you could invest in the future of kids, like a stock? Not the kind of stock that's about making money, but a stock for social change. A whole new kind of investment called Better Futures. When you invest, it helps kids go to college. Believe in us, invest in us, watch us grow.
My name is Sydney, and I'm your dividend.
Thank you, dear. Well, you're very supple. Just like I was at your age. Back then, I was a sex expert. Used to call me the buttered biscuit. I know about birth control, too. So you can ask me anything, baby.
Bedsider.org has birth control information and a lot more. And it's...
Have you had sex in this car yet?
Welcome back to GC 360. I'm Kit Souther.
And I'm Darlene Davis.
If you missed Bobcat Madness, then you definitely missed out. With basketball season right around the corner, students gathered at the Centennial Center last Thursday to display their school spirit.
GC 360's Ansley Ponder was there to give us an inside look at the madness.
I'm Ansley Ponder, and we're here at Bobcat Madness. As you can see, it's in full swing. Let's go check out what Bobcat Madness is all about.
Bobcat Madness drew students in with a variety of events, including fresh food, a slam dunk, and gotcha contest, a faculty versus student basketball game, and the introduction of the players. Bobcat Madness is a night dedicated to unifying Bobcat Nation and supporting the Georgia College athletic programs. This night is to remind us why we all love being Bobcats.
I love being a Bobcat because of the friendly atmosphere and everyone's so nice.
And I love being a Bobcat because it's a wonderful small school and a beautiful small town.
Welcome to Bobcat Madness. Glad to have everybody out here. It's a great night. Appreciate Thunder Crew putting all this together and all the hard work they've done.
We missed Bobcat Madness last year, but Abigail Dillon of Thunder Crew already knew that.
Last year we didn't do a Bobcat Madness, and that was due to the overwhelming events that we had occurring at the time. We were kind of gearing up beforehand for homecoming, which our president of last year did win Homecoming King. So we were really busy getting involved with that. and it might have just slipped our minds preparing for it. But we decided to bring it back this year on a bigger scale.
Students came to celebrate Bobcat Madness and enjoy freshly grilled hamburgers from Thunder Crew and pizza from Marco's Pizza, not to mention the buttery popcorn and other sweet treats. Angela Morian, president of Thunder Crew, told us why they brought it back.
This year, I was like, I'm not letting this tradition die. We've had it for years. Thunder Crew started it, I believe, so we had to bring it back. It's something that really boosts athletic spirit and Bobcat spirit.
After filling up on some Thunder Crew hamburgers, we headed inside to see what the madness was all about. Inside, we saw multiple contests and got warmed up to the upcoming season with a faculty versus student basketball game and a routine from the Bobcat cheerleaders. The goal of the night was to encourage unity and school spirit, and Thunder Crew did just that. I'm Ansley Ponder with GC360, and that's what the madness is about.
Today we're here with cross-country runner and Georgia College Athlete of the Week, Paul McNeil. Hi, Paul.
Hey.
Hi. Paul, first off, congratulations on your season and completing 4 years of the men's Georgia College cross-country team.
Appreciate it.
How does it feel to finish your collegiate career?
It's crazy. Running's been part of my life for 8 years now, so it's weird to have to stop, you know. It hasn't really hit me emotionally yet completely because I'm kind of on my routine right now. Yeah. I get 2 weeks off after every cross-country season, and then I start training for track, so I'm still kind of on that training regimen, and I think next fall, you know, it's really going to hit me. But, you know, I haven't cried yet, so that's good. That's a good sign.
That is good.
It'll happen, though. It'll happen.
So last season, you broke the school record with a time of 25:28 in the 8K at the Peach Belt Championship. That's great.
Yeah.
So when you crossed the finish line, did you know that you already broke the school record, or what happened?
I was pretty confident because the course is really quick, and I felt probably the strongest I'd ever felt in a cross-country race. Just got on the line, I was ready to go, and beat some guys I never beat before, and so, you know, it was thrilling. I didn't exactly cross the line and say, like, yeah, you know, because I was dead.
Yeah.
I wanted to crawl, but yeah, I was pretty confident. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
So what was your first reaction when you found out?
I don't know. I was just, it was really, honestly, it was more of a sense of relief because I was like, I know someone on the team's going to do it this year. Yeah. And, you know, it was cool that, it was really, you know, great that, you know, I'm humbled to have the opportunity to hold the record right now. But when I finished, you know, I turned around and team's really focused on team goals. And so after like a mini little mental celebration, I turned around and I was looking for my teammates to see how close they were. So that was kind of my main concern, I think.
That's great. So out of the 4 years, what has been your favorite memory of the team?
There's a lot of good ones. It's hard to pick, but I think one of my favorites is our first race of the season this year at the Furman Invite when we got everyone to race. We had a really good team performance. I know me and Michael Warwick and James Ryan, the seniors, had about a 3-second spread between the three of us, and we had two guys right behind us, and the whole team was really packed up, and it was really great because it was just, our junior season was tough, and we had like a really big spiritual bounce back.
Well, that's awesome. Congratulations again. So coming up after the break, an addition may be coming to the Greenway.
I think someone at my friend's school has this thing called autism. My friend's brother's son has autism. My neighbor's son has autism. My son has autism.
Autism is getting closer to home. Today, 1 in 68 children is diagnosed with autism. That's about a 30% increase in 2 years. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs.
recent weeks, we've been reporting on potential park improvement projects around Milledgeville. This is our third and final installment, and this week we look at the Greenway. GC360's Michelle Dubin has the story.
The Oconee River Greenway may be getting a trail expansion soon. The proposal, which is known as the Fishing Creek Community Trail, would span over 9.36 miles throughout the Milledgeville community.
That trail would actually connect from the Oconee River Greenway on the far backside, the south end of the trail, all the way over to, it goes to the Piggly Wiggly. It will continue to Wilkinson Street, where there will be a trailhead added in. From there, it would continue on to Central City Park, and it would then continue from Central City Park to West Campus, and from there it would go even further out to the Industrial Park. So it would be a very long, very expansive trail.
Proponents say the expansion would ease traffic congestion, open more parking spaces, and lower childhood obesity by encouraging people to exercise.
Jim Lindstone, director of the Center for Health and Social Issues at GCSU and supporter of Live Healthy Baldwin, explains the process of creating the trail.
Fishing Creek Community Trail has been, I guess, a dream since 2010, and we've been working away at it. It takes a lot of effort to get it to come to reality. Been totally a team effort. With Live Healthy Baldwin, Georgia College, the City of Milledgeville, Parks and Recreation, the Bicycling Club of Milledgeville, all have partnered together to try to make this happen.
The expansion, which would introduce a way to connect West Campus to Main Campus, seems to be popular among students.
Yeah, well, I'm kind of a runner, so, that kind of stuff's really, interesting to me. I really would love to use that kind of stuff.
I think it's really good for Georgia College to kind of move towards a environment safe kind of thing. I know they want West Campus to be more like environment friendly, so I think that will make it possible.
The biggest difficulty, Lindstone said, is acquiring enough money to proceed with the project.
Well, in 2010, I thought it would be built by now. But, all we have now is about 1.5 miles with another, maybe 1.5 miles planned here in the near future. So, at that timeline, I guess if we said, well, let's look at another 3 years, 4 years maybe. I know that sounds like a long time, but it goes by pretty quickly. And so I think if it's 4 years, I'll still live to see it.
The trail, if created, would accommodate bikes, pets, skateboards, scooters, and of course runners. For GC360, I'm Michelle Dubin.
Milledgeville's only soup kitchen, Cafe Central, is having a canned food drive next Wednesday, November 18th.
And all you have to do is leave your can outside of your door if you live at the Grove, Magnolia Park, or any residence hall, and your can will be picked up at 5 p.m.
With your donation, you will help feed a local family this Thanksgiving. So take a few minutes to give and help make an impact on the community.
And that's all for news here at GC360, so be sure to check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat for the latest news. I'm Deanna Hamilton.
And I'm Michael Warwick. We'll see you again next Thursday on GC360, where news comes full circle.